An analysis released Thursday projects the recall election against Governor Gavin Newsom will cost at least $215 million, less than what elections officials initially estimated, but a large enough price tag that local governments across California will need the state to pick up the tab. The estimate, contained in a memo to the Joint Legislature Budget Committee, was calculated by surveying elections officials from each of the state's 58 counties. It could provide the basis for one of two fiscal analyses required by California law, both of which must be completed before a date can be set for the special election in which voters could oust Newsom from office. The total costs reported by all counties to conduct a special statewide recall election is $215 million, State Department of Finance Director Keely Martin Bosler wrote in the letter to lawmakers. This estimate does not reflect the Secretary of State's costs associated with a statewide recall election. The bulk of the costs for the election would be incurred on the local level, where elections are conducted. State costs are generally much smaller. A spokesperson for Secretary of State Shirley Weber didn't immediately respond to a request for comment about what other expenses might be expected. Critics of Newsom submitted more than enough voter signatures this spring to trigger a recall election, setting the stage for only the second gubernatorial recall in California history. Then Gov. Gray Davis lost a 2003 recall, replaced by Republican Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. So far, almost 6 dozen Californians have filed statements of intention seeking to run in the recall election, including former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer, 2018 gubernatorial hopeful John Cox, and reality TV star and retired Olympic decathlete Caitlyn Jenner, all Republicans. No prominent Democrats have joined the preliminary field. Candidates can't formally join the race until after an election date is chosen by Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis. A poll by UC Berkeley's Institute of Governmental Studies that was co-sponsored by The Times and released last month found only 36% of registered voters surveyed would remove Newsom from office. Though the date of the recall election is somewhat in flux, the survey conducted by state finance officials may speed up one of the two required fiscal analyses. Legislators significantly revamped the process in 2017. Adding time for voters who signed recall petitions to withdraw their signatures and ensuring costs of the special election are taken into account. The process is likely to result in a special statewide election in early fall. The survey of California counties unsurprisingly found most of the costs for conducting a recall election would come from the state's urban centers, with Los Angeles County estimating expenses of $49.1 million, San Bernardino County pegging its costs at $32 million and San Diego County reporting an estimate of $20 million.